Hey all. So my wife Cheryl and I sailed on the Wonder of the Seas back in February with some pretty high expectations. As a travel agent, I see and hear and read all of the hype about new ships and, how glorious they're going to be and how beautiful they are and how many changes they made and all that stuff. So, we had some pretty high expectations of it. To get ready for some surprising insights that might change your cruise plans. I'm going to be taking you on a journey through our recent cruise on the Wonder, sharing some insights that challenge its well-publicized reputation. We'll explore both the highlights and the lowlights we encountered, offering an honest assessment of its offerings. Whether you're considering booking a voyage yourself or simply curious about what makes Wonder of the Seas unique, our candid review will provide the clarity you need. And don't miss out on the last tip where we'll reveal the unexpected feature of the Wonder that could change how you view cruising altogether, the staterooms. We had an ocean view. We decided to forego the balcony on this one to check out an ocean view and see how it felt. Was it spacious? Was it tight? Was it worth the money? And or would a balcony be preferable? We were both pleasantly surprised. We thought that the ocean view was pretty spacious. It was definitely well designed, well planned out. Obviously, the ship was, only a year, maybe 2 years old when we were on board. So it's still new and everything worked. There was some, a little bit of technology in there that we hadn't experienced before, plenty of outlets and plugs. We enjoyed the ocean view, and honestly, we'll book an ocean view again because to us, the cost savings over balcony is worth it. Now, not all the time because we love our balconies, but every now and then to save a couple of bucks and squeeze in an extra cruise per year, definitely worth it to us. Entertainment, as any of you who have sailed on a Royal Caribbean ship before knows, entertainment is at the forefront of every Royal cruise, whether it's the music hall, the Aqua Theater, Bolero, Studio B, the poolside live music, Cask and Clipper, the attic, on and on and on. There is something for everyone. Pretty much always there's something going on. The productions in the main theater were amazing. The live music in Cask and Clipper was very intimate, very almost one-on-one. We enjoy the entertainment on board, which on any Royal ship, which is why we keep going back. Dining-wise, if you go hungry on a cruise ship, particularly a Royal Caribbean cruise ship, you need to look in the mirror and figure out why. Here's just a brief list. Main dining room, Windjammer, Solarium Bistro, Boardwalk, Doghouse, Cafe Promenade, Park Cafe, Vitality Cafe, El Loco Fresh, Chopped Grill, 150 Central Park, Chef's Table, Giovanni's Kitchen, Mason Jar, and I know I'm forgetting a couple. There's food available literally, I don't want to say 24 hours a day, but 20 hours a day minimum. Sorrento's, I think it's, I'm pretty sure it's called Sorrento's Pizza. At 2 o'clock in the morning, it's pretty good. Now, it's not going to ever win a pizza contest, but there's something about, a slice of Sorrento's pizza standing on, the deck, looking out at the ocean at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's just, Quality of the food. We feel that the quality of the food on Royal Caribbean in general is good to amazing, depending upon a couple of factors. On Wonder of the Seas, it's no different. We had some truly mediocre meals at the Windjammer, but it's the Windjammer. It's their buffet. It's not a Michelin restaurant. And we're okay with that. Now, we did not eat at the Windjammer every single day. Actually, I think maybe breakfast we had probably 4 out of 7 days. We ate lunch there every once in a while. We grabbed maybe a snack in the afternoon. The main dining room, delicious. We enjoy the main dining room experience. As if you've watched more than one of my videos. We did not do any of the special dining on this trip. We chose to just experience the included food options on purpose. A, to save money, and B, to let you guys know what the options were and what the quality of those included options were. I don't ever want to be that person that says the only way to get a good meal on this ship is if you spend an extra $50 a person to go to blah, blah, blah. If you like going to those, great. And you're willing to spend the money, great. There are some amazing dining experiences on board. Ports of call, we did I don't remember if it's an Eastern Caribbean or a Western Caribbean, but we did Perfect Day at Coco Cay, St. Martin, St. Thomas. Great ports of call. Always something to do at all three of them. Now, unfortunately, weather decided not to cooperate all that much with us on this trip, and we had rain at some point during all 3 port days. The rain at Coco Cay was interesting because it was sunny and beautiful, and then not. and they canceled everything. It actually was the weather was getting so bad that they canceled part of the port day. I think we were supposed to depart at 4, and they got everybody back on board, and we were out of there by like 2:30 to avoid some of the winds. But just like any Royal Caribbean port of call, there's stuff to do. There are excursions. There's walking around things you can do. You can just hang out. You can stay on board. There's a lot to do. The pools and the slides, arguably, one of the things that Royal Caribbean is known for, whether it be Float Rider, Splashaway Bay, the beach pools, Ultimate Abyss, or the solarium. There's plenty of water activities to do. Now, do you think we've covered it all already? Not so much. There's an incredible accommodation feature that might just redefine your understanding of cruising. Stay tuned. The Royal Promenade. The Royal Promenade is on all Oasis class ships, definitely, and honestly on a lot of the Royal Caribbean ships. It is the place to go. There's dancing, there's live music, there's shopping, there's tours, there's, they do, what do they call them? Shows in the middle of the promenade. There's a ton of stuff that you can do on the promenade. And I like the promenade on the Wonder. It had some character. It was different. They had that big silver 100,000-gallon hat, cowboy hat on it. There was the classic car. They had the bar. What was the bar that goes up and down? Can't think of the name of it right now. But, Promenade was pretty much always busy, never really packed, except for when they did like the 80s show and a couple of the other, live events there. But even then, you could still move around. Plenty of souvenirs, plenty of fashion accoutrement that, if you want to buy a purse, you want to buy jewelry, you want to buy, any of that stuff, it's there. That's not really my thing, but it's available. Family-friendly activities, besides the multiple pool activity things you can do. Adventure Ocean, their kids club, they got teen-friendly spaces. There's an arcade. There's a lot of things for children of pretty much any age to do. Speaking of things to do, don't forget about the zip line, the rock climbing, the abyss, all of that. There is a lot to do. Now, one of the few things, arguably, that Cheryl and I were not impressed with, we're used to it, but wait times. There were things that, shows that started at 8, we had to be in there by 7:15, 7:30 to get a seat. There were a couple of trivia events that we showed up 15 minutes early and there was no seats left, But we get it. There's 5,000 other people on the ship besides us. There's only so much space. We understand we're on vacation. We don't want to wait in line, just like most people. Don't switch off now. The next point covers a groundbreaking technological leap that transforms how you cruise. So technology is at the forefront of Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas. There are a lot of high-tech enhancements that enhance your cruise, whether you know about them or see them or not. Wi-Fi. One of the obvious ones, one of the ones that, you do notice. In my opinion, the Wi-Fi was decent. It was not uber fast, but it was not awful either. Never really had an issue uploading, a video or a photo to, one of the social medias. Seemed to be pretty consistent. Didn't notice it was down all that often. Their app, I'm not really a fan of most cruise lines apps. They all seem to be buggy. But in general, this one worked decently. The robot bartender, been there, done that. It's kind of, that's cool. And there are a lot of technologies that go on behind the scenes, from the waste management system to the engines and the type of fuel they use and the guidance systems that I'm not going to bore you with the details. Just know that it's a cutting edge ship. It's got all the latest bells and whistles. One of my favorite things about Wonder of the Seas in particular, and the Oasis class in general, the Serenity. There are so many spaces on this ship that whenever I felt crowded or congested, there was always somewhere for me to go besides my cabin to just chill out, whether it be, during the day or into the early evening, the solarium. Always quiet. Kids are not allowed. Unfortunately, some parents decided that it was okay to bring their 12 and 13-year-olds in there, even though they're not allowed. But, that's their lack of etiquette. The solarium, if I remember correctly, had a bar, and it was never overcrowded. It's just a great, peaceful space. Cask and Clipper, one of our favorite places to go when there was music, but also when there was not music, because it's like a British pub. It's, kind of that look and feel. And arguably, it was quiet in there a lot of times. You could go in and sit down and relax and have a drink. If you wanted, you could sit by the windows and watch the people go by on the promenade, or you can sit closer to the bar, hang out, talk with the bartender, or just be together and relax. The music hall, when they had live music there, pretty much every night of the week, great live music. When there wasn't live music there was never more than 10 or 15 people in the place. One of the things I really like about a lot of the Oasis class ships, particularly Wonder, there's somewhere to hang out that's peaceful. Because I love the rah, 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 go, 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 let's have fun. But there are also times where I just want to chill out and just be with my wife, or on this trip we were with some of our best friends, and just hang out and just talk about the day, talk about what we saw and what we enjoyed and what we're going to do tomorrow. Final thoughts. Wonder is as good, if not better, than any of the Oasis class ships. Personally, I think it's a little bit better because it's newer and they have learned from some of the mediocre parts of the older ships and they've redesigned them, they've reworked them. One of the things that I absolutely love that I don't remember seeing on any other Oasis class ship was the Boardwalk Doghouse. I love a good, not even hot dog, but sausage, bratwurst, that kind of thing. And there's a place on the boardwalk you can go and you can get a free, every day not every day, pretty much every day. They had an everything bun, so think everything bagel, those seasonings. They had that on the bun. They would cut it fresh right there. They had, I think they called it a cheddar wurst. So basically bratwurst with cheddar cheese inside. They got them right there, slapped it on the bun. They had a decent spicy brown mustard, slather that on top, and So yeah, I liked Wonder. The shows were good. The live music was great. The casino was fun. Took my money, but it was fun. The solarium, awesome. Main dining room, Boardwalk Doghouse. I mean, we will be on that ship again. Waiting for the itineraries to change a little bit because the Eastern Caribbean, Western Caribbean that they seem to be doing a lot of right now, we've been there, done that, so we're looking for something a little bit different. But anyway, with the Wonder of the Seas behind us, it's time to tackle the Scarlet Lady. Don't miss out on our candid revelations about this intriguing voyage, because if you're not prepared for the differences you're going to find on board, you might not truly enjoy the Virgin experience.